box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's all that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am outside of APW Game, recognized game, last APW event of 2019. The Podfather is here with All That. Keita Murray. Keita, how you doing tonight, brother?
I am hurting right now, but I'm doing pretty great.
Yeah, you just the NorCal team beat the SoCal team.
Yeah, we did. My man Zoe, the Soul Survivor, one half of Too Fresh, the world's freshest tag team.
They've been on the show as well. Love those guys. Always awesome seeing them here at APW. So, I mean, where I want to start off the interview, I mean, your gimmick is basically Kel Mitchell. For anybody that was a fan of Nickelodeon in the 90s, by the way, they should have a Nickelodeon Plus. I don't know about all this Disney Plus stuff. I'm throwing it out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
They should have some Nickelodeon something. Like, come on.
Kel Mitchell, he was one of the stars of All That. It's recently resurged in 2019. And, of course, Keenan and Kel. I mean, Kel Mitchell, one of my favorite comedians ever. So, I assume you're just a big fan of his, fan of the shows.
Yeah.
So, when you were young, I assumed you wanted to be a wrestler when you were a kid, right? Was this like, I want to be Kel Mitchell? Or did it just, we were just watching All That one day and like, that'd be a cool gimmick? Because I've never seen it before.
Kind of sort of like the mix of the both, I would say. I always knew I wanted to be a professional wrestler, so once I started in that journey, I'm sure we're going to get to that or anything, but once I started wrestling and being out on shows and things like that, I needed a gimmick. So I knew I wanted to be All That. I knew I wanted to call myself All That. I wanted that moniker. Then as well, along the way, I love orange soda too. So I was like, hey, you know, All That kind of play off of the 90s Nickelodeon, and then I love orange soda, so that's when at first I didn't start coming out with the orange soda because I didn't have it in mind, but once All That started to come into play, I was like, I love orange soda, so I might as well incorporate the orange soda.
All right.
History from there.
So how long exactly have you been wrestling?
5 years. It'll be 5 years in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay, wow. 5 years ago I was in high school. Time flies.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing the orange soda gimmick?
Honestly, ever since I would say a couple of months, 6 months into me wrestling, probably started the gimmick wise. So I've been doing it ever since, like 4.5 years.
I mean, people seem to love it. When we hear the All That theme, we're like, hey, we're just vibing, chilling in the crowd. It's awesome.
That's been my theme song since the beginning too. So well, actually, that's what started. I was like, didn't have the theme song. Then I was like, let me come out with the theme song. You know?
What was the original theme?
The original. Was
it Keenan and Kel with Coolio?
No, I wish. No, I actually wanted to use that too. A little story, but it's just that the All That, it's more up. Like, that's what gets me pumped up. The Keenan and Kel, that's when I'm like, you know, chilling on the couch.
Hey.
You know,
I don't know the words. I
know I can mumble the most of it.
I know like Albert and Costello, penitent, something like that. Yeah. So I mean, I saw you I was scrolling through your Instagram. I saw you took a trip to the Good Burger pop-up restaurant, and you actually got to meet Kel Mitchell. How was he in person?
Oh, he was awesome. He was super dope. Really chill. Honestly, it was a dream come true. Like, I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it. Like, because it was actually the All That tapings. We went to go see the new revival season.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was cool to be able to see the whole show being filmed. And like, cause you know, growing up, you always wondered and wanted to be there. So being there and seeing them do the show live was awesome. Kel did his whole Coach Cretan skit. That was the first time of him bringing it back, and that was awesome. And then after the show, they had brought him over and introduced me to him. And surprisingly enough, which was caught me off guard, he knew who I was.
What?
Yeah.
That's dope,
yeah,
dude.
I was like, hey man, I'm Keita, like, and I just want to let you know, like, I'm a professional wrestler. You inspired me big time. And he's like, yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, bro, what? yeah.
I mean, Kel Mitchell's had some awesome roles, All That, Keenan and Kel. Underrated on the last season of One on One with Kyle and Flex Alexander.
Yeah.
Very underrated. Go check that out.
That's a good one. I forgot of it. That's a good one.
Manny, the alcoholic, what was he, like not a tenant, but a landlord. There we go. Yeah, man, go check that out. Really underrated stuff.
Yes.
So did he do the Good Burger?
When he was there, no, he didn't do the Good Burger when he was there. I went to the Good Burger restaurant. dope.
Yeah,
I checked that out.
I wanted to go. I don't think it's in LA anymore.
No,
it's
no.
like moving to Chicago in 2020.
Yeah, which
so.
is like a bummer. But
So, I mean, obviously you had orange sauce. I mean, no, the orange soda and the Ed sauce.
Yeah, the Ed
how's,
sauce.
how's the Ed sauce?
Oh, it was delicious. It was delicious.
Dude,
it was delicious.
Brandon, we out to Chicago 2020,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, I'm in too, man. Count me in.
I love it. I love it. So, the All That tapings, I mean, that's such a cool experience for you. But, how did crowds really take to the All That Kel Mitchell gimmick? Were they like welcoming you at first? Or were they like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Exactly that. Like, I would say half and half. A good amount would know what I'm doing, and a good amount have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
So they think I'm just some guy coming out with orange soda who loves soda, and they just don't get it. But a good amount gets it. But after a while, I'm starting to realize people who don't get it start to actually enjoy it and get into it. So that's been pretty satisfying to see.
I mean, this gimmick has to work. The 90s are always, it's what dominates pulp culture even today.
Seriously.
But back to the wrestling aspect. So, you're the Inter-California champion.
Yeah. Pro Championship Wrestling, yeah.
So was that their head title? Or
No,
like the IC?
Yeah, they mid card, I would say, championship.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Had it for a good majority of this year.
Okay, so you're no longer the champ.
Sadly, no.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the promotion, so like how long was your run and who did you beat for?
So it started February of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, ended a couple of weekends ago in October or so.
About like
yeah, 6-7 month run.
Kind of like our boy Kofi.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a good couple of defenses in between too. I beat going on that question, Nathan Brick. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all.
I've seen his name around. I've never like actually like I can't put a face to the name.
Yeah. Okay. No, good guy, good wrestler. Just wasn't good on that night. But he attacked me after I lost my belt, so he's looking for payback. And if you guys keep on watching some Pro Championship Wrestling on Facebook, some good promos from the past show that are out there, so awesome. You guys could be all caught up.
Awesome. I need to check it out. Guys, please, watching this, check it out. So you're also, if you are still one half of this CLW Tag Team Champions, Cactus League Wrestling.
Yes.
So
inaugural league. First ever.
Okay.
First ever.
I saw the straps were orange and
oh boy.
I mean,
you know how happy I was?
Yes,
exactly. Yes. As soon as I saw them, I was like, we have to win them.
Awesome, man. So what do you like more, tag or singles?
Oh man. A little bit of both. Like I lean a little bit more towards singles because it's a challenge. You know, it's hard. It's definitely harder. But I love doing tags because I just love being like in there with my partner, having that connection with them and just kicking ass. Like it's cool as hell. Like so, it's, yeah. So I would say singles though. If anything, I would say singles because that's where I'm comfortable at.
Okay. I mean, you're no stranger to tag team wrestling. I mean, around this time last year, you beat The Miz and the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
Yep, I sure did without doing anything.
How does it feel, man? You beat a former WWE champion. You beat the best wrestler in the world.
Man, it felt great. It still feels great now.
So what's that WWE atmosphere like backstage? You know, coming into the quote unquote enhancement talent, but you got the win.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen often.
Oh, I know. That's another big thing, right? Like, who can say that? No, it was awesome though. It was cool. That was my first time ever doing anything with them too that weekend. So just being there, like, it's a dream come true. And it's business, you know. You get back there. It's a business. Everyone's working. Everyone's there to do work. So you could definitely feel how it's different from being on your independent shows.
I got you.
It's nice. So catering.
I hear like steak and lobster tails and all that.
Yes.
All that. Yes.
Oh, man.
So I mean, did you get to talk to Miz and Shane before, and how were they?
Oh, they were awesome. They were cool. Pretty chill. Got introduced to them afterwards, and it was cool beforehand. They were cool.
Okay. Did you get to meet the head honcho in charge, Vinnie Mac?
Man, no, I got to see him. I didn't get to meet him, but I got to say thank you. That's all after the win. Was just able to shake his hand and say thank you, sir. Because what else are you gonna say? The guy let you win on his program. Like,
I mean, that's true.
You're nobody. Well, Wayne Bryant and Dane Bryant, the Bryant brothers. That's who we are.
Yeah, for sure. So, and then you also you had a match on NXT with Lars Sullivan, who he's currently away with injury. Hopefully, he returns to the ring soon. Painful.
Yeah, it was painful.
So, how different is the NXT backstage atmosphere than like the WWE quote unquote main roster atmosphere?
It was cool. You felt, I would say, people in the WWE were more, I wouldn't say laid back, but people in NXT were more focused. You could see, like on that night, they knew they had, like it was big. Survivor Series was big too, so you know it was the same. So I feel like both nights it was big weekend. So they were both on their game. I would just say the NXT backstage was a lot. It was calm, but you could tell they were all focused. WWE backstage, you know, same thing, but they were a little bit more chill, I'd say.
That was a takeover weekend, huh? Then it was like an NXT taping before.
Yeah, the day right. Yeah, so yeah, it was Saturdays. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, Saturday, Sunday. No, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, takeover War Games. It was a War Games.
Wow.
It was
okay.
a War Games.
All right.
Yes.
So did you get to stay backstage and watch, or did you go in the crowd and get to?
No, I stayed backstage and watched. It was awesome. We were all watching. I remember that night, I believe it was the Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream match.
That was so good.
Yeah, and we were all backstage just eyes glued.
What's the Dream like?
He's awesome. He's awesome. I actually met him because I'm trained in that area of the East Coast, Scranton, Pennsylvania, originally.
Okay.
So that's where I originally was trained, and he's from Maryland. So we kind of crossed paths a bit, as well as Leo Rush. They were tag team partners in that area.
Yeah.
So he was cool. I knew him, you know, before everything, and to see him there, you could just see how grown up.
Yeah. I mean, the Dream is like 22, 23.
Yeah,
so
something
are you the same age, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 24 in a couple of weeks. I'm 25. I'm sorry, 25.
I mean,
not shortchanged myself.
It's something about like the 25 to like 21 age group in wrestling right now that everybody's blowing up. You got Dream, MJF, Jungle Boy.
That's another one. Yep.
And you know, hopefully we get to see you blow up like that pretty soon.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I had a match with Cody Vance at the last APW show, so I was hoping the other Cody might have some eyes. You know,
hey,
who knows?
Probably, you know, you could replace Vance in the Nightmare family. You never know.
Yeah.
Preferably, I like orange soda better than vanilla.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, how did you? So, are you from the East Coast?
Yes.
So,
yes.
What part?
Born and raised Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm Brooklyn, New York. Born
Biggie
and raised.
fan?
Oh yes. I was actually the day that his hearse was driving through Brooklyn. I was there. I don't remember anything because I was in a stroller.
So, your mom brought you?
Yeah. My mom has told me. Yeah.
Awesome.
My dad has met him. He has pictures on like at home with Biggie. He's from Bedford Stuyvesant as well. So
Bed-Stuy?
Yep. Same neighborhood. Same hood.
So, I mean, what's your dad told you about Big?
He was cool. He was cool. I think he just met him a couple of times though, so nothing too cool.
Like quick exchanges.
Yeah. Let's take a picture and like,
Favorite Biggie song?
Warning.
Warning.
Worked for
Very underrated. It's spin a little bit.
Man. It has some curses in it.
I know you can. This is the internet. You can say whatever you want.
Who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. Is my nigga Pop from the barbershop. Told me he was at the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot. Niggas wanna stick me like fly paper. Slow down, love. Please chill. Drop the paper. You know. That's where.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a hypnotized guy. I'm a hypnotized guy.
Hypnotized is good. It's up there.
Hypnotized and then juicy. You know, then anything you did with 112.
Yeah,
exactly, man. There we go, bro. So, is Pac, is he in your...
Oh, yeah, Pac, yeah.
Is he in the top 10?
He's in the top 10.
Oh, we got a run-in from Will Hobbs.
Look at this.
I'm just being nosy. You want to interrupt, you know.
Friend of the show.
Make a... You know he's keeping us, right?
Man, I got more in the back. Don't worry, I got more. I got a whole bunch. You know, dog.
Great to see you, Will. Great to see you.
You know what? He heard that Biggie rap, and that's why he came over here.
He's about to battle you with some Pac.
Yeah.
You have a favorite Pac song?
Ambition. No. Gangsta Party. No.
But a gangsta party. Okay, I feel you.
That's yeah.
I'm gonna keep your head up,
Or
guy.
ambition. Okay, keep your head up. I like that one.
Yeah, it's about
Ambitions of a rider too. That's a good one.
That's really good, man.
Yeah.
I feel you. So, I mean, wrestling in APW, in the last, couple years, we've really seen people skyrocket. Jungle Boy, AEW, Carl Fredericks, Young Lions Cup, and NJPW. Jacob Fatu, MLW Heavyweight Champion. So, I mean, this seems to be the spot to make a name for yourself and go on elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you had to choose a company, Impact Wrestling, WWE, doesn't matter what brand, just WWE, or AEW, where are you going, man? You got options.
I mean, whichever one wants to give me that contract and that money, but I know this is a very specific question, so I ain't gonna give you that, open-ended answer. I'm gonna give you a good answer. I would say, I mean, it's a dream to be in WWE, you know what I mean? Always a dream to be there. Just, that's your job. You get to travel around, 3-4 times a week and do that. That's what I want. Like, at least experience it, you know what I mean? Like, just know how it feels to do that. Not that 9 to 5. You're wrestling on the weekly. So
traveling the world, making trips to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's Saudi. You go to Tokyo. I mean, you could go to Japan for other things, but you could go to Japan. You go to China. You could go to. They're all over the place now. You know what I mean? Saudi Arabia,
just hone in. We don't want to. We talk about that enough. We don't want to go
but they
there.
go to Brazil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Brazil's
they go
awesome.
To Singapore.
Yeah,
there's no wrestling in Singapore.
What you mean? They go to Africa. Come on.
Yeah, Exactly. So, watching wrestling as a kid, who are your top 3?
All right, top 3 that come out of mind right now. All right, one of them is always it's one that catches people off guard, but Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Matt Hardy.
I thought you were going to say Chris Benoit or something.
No. Matt Hardy definitely was always one of my top favorites. The Rock and Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
And Kurt, I mean, if I could add another one, Kurt Angle.
Absolutely,
so
dude.
Those 4. Yeah, those 4. Those 4 are the ones that I try to illuminate when I go out there.
Okay.
Just try to be.
What elements of those guys have you thrown into your arsenal or even in your presentation as a performer?
So with Matt Hardy, he wasn't real. You had the Hardy brothers. Everyone knows him for being crazy and being extreme. But Matt Hardy, if you really see, he doesn't really do anything too crazy. He was always that standard. Jeff Hardy was the one jumping and flipping and doing the high wrist stuff. And Matt was the guy just chilling, and his only high wrist move was that leg drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything else was standard and ground. He wasn't the biggest guy either, but he knew how to wrestle against the bigger guys and
He
go
knew
up
how to
against
perform.
them. Yeah, exactly. So I would definitely say him. Same with Chris Jericho. Athletic guy, smaller guy, able to go, and he's I like him for his the way he just knows how to work and perform. That's what I loved him for having that presence in the ring. He knew how to do that. The Rock, his presence, just him
Commanding.
Exactly, command that audience at every single moment. He knows how to do that. And Kurt Angle, just because he's a badass wrestler. Badass wrestler.
Whether it's pro wrestling or shoot wrestling,
Exactly.
phenomenal.
Exactly.
Absolutely amazing. So, I mean, since we have the orange soda here, I think we have to do it. If you need a Keenan to your kid, I think we have to do it.
I'm down.
All right. Who loves orange soda?
Keita loves orange soda.
Is it true?
I do.
There we go. That has to end the interview. Keita, thank you so much for being on the BC.
Thank you, man.
Really appreciate this, man. You're an awesome wrestler. You had the crowd behind you tonight. Awesome chain wrestling to start off the NorCal versus SoCal, and you're gonna go far, man. I see it.
I
really
appreciate
do,
it, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Can I get a quick social media stuff out here?
Yeah, throw it out there, man.
On the social medias, it is Keita Your Heart, KeitaYourheart.
All right, there we go.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good
All
stuff.
the same. Oh wait, real quick. Sorry. Favorite brand of orange soda? Crush or Sunkist?
Come on, I love them all. But you do catch me around with Crush a little bit more than the Sunkist. So.
Fans is overrated. Yeah.
I'm in the top 3, but not in the top 3. You know what I mean?
It's all about that strawberry.
That's a good alternative.
Seriously, man, thank you for making this happen. Keita Murray, everybody.